Hello, Cole, aka Trans Spirit here. I am a transgender human being with an emphasis on spirituality. This video, I'm going to talk about the fact that there is not one single way to be transgender. Stick around. There is no one single way to be transgender. There are several different ways you could go about this. People are confused, people that have never encountered a transgender person before. As some of you might know, I have been out and open since 2004, and I have identified with being a biological male since 88, 89. That's when I turned 5, okay? It's been a long time. I chose not to transition. Some days I wonder, why did I do that? It all goes back to my gut intuition. As you know, this is a spiritually based channel. I live my life every day by waking up and meditating, going to bed at night, meditating, talking to source energy, thanking God for being alive. My main focus is on my spiritual journey. My main focus is on my soul inside of what I like to call this meat suit, my body. However, the real world, everyday life, the matrix exists outside of this, outside of the home that I built for myself. And no, I did not build this home. I'm not a carpenter. But I gravitated and aligned with this home. This is currently my dream home right now. I have another one in mind. But anyway, the matrix, the outside world exists. I go to the grocery store. I go and get my gas pumped. I go and I play shows to make money. I go and I visit friends. I go out to nature. I do these things. And when I do these things, I encounter other human beings, which brings to my attention the fact that I have not transitioned. When people say, "Excuse me, ma'am," they hear my voice. They know that I'm a biological female. They don't know right off the bat that I identify as male. And you know what? I've stopped correcting people. If it's just like a basic, I'm paying for my gas, I'm leaving situation, honestly, I don't care anymore. I used to get so mad and angry and upset. But then somebody pointed out to me, why are you so offended at being called a woman? You love women. You date women. What have you got against women? It was a different perspective. Now, of course, I answered and I said, well, because I don't feel like I am one, so it's offensive to me. But then I stepped back and I thought about it. Who am I to be so offended on being called a woman? In all reality, I should be privileged. I should be privileged to be called a woman, such a beautiful creature that carries and gives birth to life, right? It's a two-sided coin. There's always different perspectives. I could see what they were saying, and I'm glad that they said it. It brought a new light onto me. And they could understand why I was so offended. I feel the way I do. The thing is, though, sex changes exist. Thank goodness. I'm so grateful for sex changes. I can't tell you how many people I've encountered mainly on the internet. I've only met a few people in actual life that are transgender. The people I've met online who have told me about their experiences with sex changes, they're so happy. They finally feel at home in their own bodies. I am so grateful that this exists. I haven't chosen this path. My gut tells me not to. I've also had my gut interpret to me, and through a psychic I used to see back in my hometown, that it was very dangerous for me personally to ingest chemicals. And when I say chemicals, I mean from testosterone to pharmaceutical drugs to the food that I eat. I'm very careful with the food that I eat. There are a lot of organic foods out there that are not truly organic. You can just buy labels that say organic. Unfortunately, that is the world that we live in, where people choose money over morality every day. You don't have to be one of those people. just as you don't have to choose a certain way to be transgender. Now, if you feel in your heart and in your gut that a sex change is going to completely change your life for the better, then by all means, follow that path. Just because a person chooses to have a sex change doesn't mean they can't be spiritual. Just because they choose to have a sex change and they're spiritual, it doesn't mean that they can't have any chemicals. Being spiritual doesn't mean that you avoid all chemicals. There are a lot of people, however, the wind just blew the door shut. I hope that was the wind. Just because you're spiritual does not mean that you can't have any chemicals. I do know spiritual friends, though, that follow the same path that I feel in my gut, and they avoid chemicals at all costs. But that's a whole deep other subject. What I'm talking about now is the fact that there is no right way to be transgender. You can have a sex change. You cannot have a sex change. You could choose to take the hormones and not have the surgery down below or have your breast removed. Or if you're the opposite end and you're looking to have breasts, you could take estrogen and then not have breasts. It doesn't matter, everybody. That's the thing. When we stop listening to outside sources tell us how to live our lives, that is when we experience true freedom and true happiness. I'm telling you this from experience. I was once somebody who always looked to the outside for my answers of my own life. People can't tell you how to live your life. They can try. And trust me, you don't want them to. It's much more freeing to start making your own decisions and going within. Asking yourself, asking your higher power, what is best for me in my life? So I'm a person that believes that we all as souls incarnate to this planet and we all have life missions. Whether it be a writer, a movie star, a teacher, a parent and a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it is. Whatever it is, some of us are meant to have kids, some of us aren't. Some of us are meant to transition, some of us aren't. And all of it's okay. Being transgender, it is a label. It is a label explaining how I feel as a human being. I feel like a biological male inside of a biological female's body. It doesn't matter what other people think of that. It doesn't matter if other people think that that doesn't exist and that's not real. Of course, at first it's gonna be such a slap in the face to you. You don't know what I've been through. How dare you tell me I don't exist? What you will soon realize are these people are controlled by lower vibrational entities, by dark energies, and you do not owe them anything. You do not owe them your attention. You do not owe them an explanation of yourself. You control your existence. You are in charge of who you are. And who you are is just that. And nobody can take that away from you. Not your parents, not your family, not your coworkers, not your friends, not society. Nobody can tell you who you are but yourself. So I encourage you to reconnect to source. Meditation is awesome. Start out with 3 deep breaths in and out. So quick example. You inhale through the nose, hold it for a few seconds. You inhale the positive thoughts. Have positive thoughts when you inhale, and we're exhaling all of the negative, all of the thoughts that are no longer serving you, that low vibrational energy that is no longer serving you. Here we go. So we inhale. Try for 3 times. And that was actually sped up a little bit. I like to take it a little bit slower. But start off with 3 deep breaths. Remember to inhale the positive through your nose. Hold it in your chest, all of your positive intentions. Exhale through your mouth all of the negativity that is no longer serving you. All of the limiting beliefs. We all harbor these limiting beliefs of ourselves, that we're not worthy of love, that we're not worthy of money. Honey, you are worthy. Remember that. You are worthy. You are worthy to live the kind of life that you feel. So if you desire to continue on this path and not have a transition, not do the reassignment surgery, don't let anyone else detour you from that. Yes, there is a 50% rule. 50% of trans people that do not have reassignment surgery commit suicide before the age of 30. I am the odds. There are a lot of us out there. I'm 34 going on 35. I'm still here. And I will continue to be here on this path. At the same time, that percentage, that is very real. A lot of people do take their own lives. Now, I said 50%. There's still another 50%. That's me. I'm the other 50%. I'm telling you this because I am concerned about you. If you're feeling the need to transition, by all means, figure out a way to make it happen. Manifest it. Envision yourself already transitioned, already embody that transitioned body. If you feel the need to change your body, then you do it. You make it happen. You make it happen. Whatever you feel is right for you, listen to your gut. Your gut will lead you to where you're meant to be. I love y'all so much. Love and light. Mwah. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for the new subscribes. Thank you for liking the videos. If you like this video, please like and leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Hit the bell notification to get notified every time I make a new video. More videos to come about being transgender, about being in the LGBTQ umbrella, and about leading a spiritual lifestyle. Much love and light, everyone.